Hello and welcome to the first game playthrough of me, Lanky Gamer. Today I'm going to be playing the Binding of Isaac Wrath of the Lamb DLC. Hope you enjoy it. Just do a normal Isaac run through. And I have played this game before, but it has been a long time, and as any of you who have played it will notice I have reset the data. So we're playing from the beginning effectively. Black rock, these are fairly good items. If anyone doesn't know about Binding of Isaac, simple enough roguelike. You go down the floors, each have a set amount of random assortment of rooms. Kill the monsters, advance rooms, and advance down the floors until you defeat the boss at the end. It's very simple. I'm going to use a bomb as black rock's very good. Often you get bombs back, obviously I didn't that time. That is a soul heart, which is an unreplenishable heart, but health is always good. Scapula. Let me remember. Scapular item is one where if I go below the set health, if I remember correctly, half heart, it gives me a soul heart just to help me live a bit longer. So this game seems to be giving me plenty to try and live at the moment, which, to be fair, is probably going to be a good thing, seeing as I've not touched it in a long time. Oh, this boss, Larry Jr., you'll notice, for those who haven't played before, all the poops I am perfectly drying, apart from the fact that I can't walk over them and they trap me, like you've just seen then. They can also drop things like hearts and coins. Oh, that was a bit of a glitch then. Yeah, there's a few bugs in the game, shamefully, but a lot of them can be quite fun. Yeah, I'm really not doing the best at this. Sorry if this one's a short one, but I suppose this is only an introduction into the end anyway. Let's see if I can split this one to show you side effect of Larry Jr., which is by split, you can hit him, and if there's two or more pieces on him, when you destroy it, you'll split into two like that. There we go. There you go, you saw the scapular effect activate because I really played badly and damaged way too easily. And there we go. I'll collect all this health, and this item, dog food, it gives me health up. Again. Right. Up or down? Let's go up first. That's a good choice. The spiders, these ones, are probably the second most annoying creature, if I remember correctly. Very difficult to trap and get a hold of. This is Forever Alone. This one's fairly decent range, but lowish damage. But allows me to do this and damage from afar whilst not. Yep. Sorry I'm not really talking much to all those who are actually watching this. It's a lot more difficult on the other end of the mic, for those who don't know. see what's in this here. Ooh, money, money, money. Oh, wait for it. Yes, these are very nasty little things. They're spider spawners. Obviously, being one of my least favourite mob creatures in this, having something that spawns them is very not to my advantage. Another soul heart from that one. Oh, and now we've got some jumping spiders. Oh, I've forgotten I had a pill. Press Q to take this one. Bomb's a key, so that swapped my bomb for my keys. It would allow me to have a look in the shop up here. Ah, some good items in here, but shamefully I don't have enough for the one I most want. Let's continue and clear the floor, and then we can always come back and have a look in there. See what we can get at the end of it. Fires are always good to fly over and extinguish, purely in case the game wants to be kind to you and give you a coin. Now, hopefully this is the right place, because then I can show you. In this game there is a thing called secret rooms, which are cornered by 2 or more rooms. In those they tend to have either coins, purely enough. Sometimes they have items in. Sometimes they have slot machines where you can spend money to try and get better items. And very rarely they will have mini bosses in themselves, which makes even though it's a chance of finding them low, it makes it that bit more risky to see what you're going to get. So let's try the second boss then. Ooh. This guy, I forget his name, he is a so-called advanced version of a boss called Gemini. Simply enough, he's got 2 parts to him. As you'll see, there's a glowing red trail behind where one of them runs. Radioactive spiders appeared in the basement. Oh, achievement unlocked then. Go on then, let's go look back in the shop. Yeah, normally they are attached a bit like a baby to a fetus, to put it bluntly. Let's take a key for the next floor, as well as a card. The Magician, very nice card. Yeah. The big one chases, the other one gets dragged around and will shoot when it can see you. That one, being a special farm, had a separate and had a bit more deadliness put to it. Oh, that's good. Treasure room straight from there. Treasure rooms, if you don't know already or haven't guessed by now, I've always got an item in, whether good or bad. So far I've not really received a bad item, but a lot of good items that I can show at a later date if you still wish me to continue. Ooh! And we have also found where the secret room is for showing. See, I've only got coins this time, but... Yeah. And not explaining, but you've probably guessed the item I picked up, I believe, cracked mirror. When I shoot my tier, it goes so far before coming back on a return journey. It can make it more difficult to hit some things, however, it also allows me to hit things from behind, which, as you may see a bit later on with some creatures, is very handy. Just some coins in here so we can continue over. No, we don't want to get hit by this one. This one's mean, he doesn't just hit you for damage. He's also a greedy little bugger, as he likes to take our money. Don't want to move whilst he's firing, or at least very little. There we go. Ah, these things, I forget what these are called. They are second form. Normally they only shoot 3 out and agree. When they go down they are invulnerable to attack, but seeing as these ones are the red variants, you are able to damage them, but at the cost they are a lot more damaging to you. But still, I think I prefer the red ones, seeing as you don't have to wait for them to be in mode to attack you to damage them. Left eye down, left eye down. What's this next card? Temperance. Quick down on that. Yep. I'm going to blow that up. What that does is you can trade life, so half a heart at a time, for 1 or 2 coins. With mostly normal coins, but you can get diamonds and nickels, which are obviously worth 10 and 5 pence coins apiece. Yep, you didn't really have time to see any of that. Basically blobs that fire explosive shots at you, but one of them fired at an explosive in between them, and they killed themselves, which can occasionally happen. Now these are walking variants of the spider spawners, as you've just seen there. The downside of the walking ones, rather than these ones that are just on the floor, if you can remember seeing the previous one shrunk when you hit them. Now while shrunk, they can't then decide to spawn them, they have to be full size, where the walking ones don't. But the ones that you can shrink can also regain their life and size, whereas they're a set life, so in a way they can be quite easier. On the mission card now that I've used, it's very helpful. It gives for one room. The cards are off. A lot of the cards have spacebar items that you can use, or similar to them. The Magician is a card variant of an item called the Telekinetic Spoon, I believe, and it simply gives homing shots. So once you've fired, it travels for so long, and then it starts homing in on your target. Ah, now a beggar. These are very good to begin with. Just give it loads of coins, and it'll start giving me items. Opposite of in real life, where you give it a lot of money and it runs off with more of your own. You take more of your items, but we shouldn't go into that. There are reasons why people are on the treat shamefully. Yep, as you can see, as I was discussing earlier, I'm shrinking them down so they don't spawn. Obviously you saw me get the item, the compass. The compass item allows me to see where special rooms are on the map, located by the icons. Now there's 2 more icons you'll see on there that I've not visited before. One I'm going towards now. Oh, those pills. Trapped in the middle. Now I don't want to open that just yet, just in case. But this is a gauntlet room. What happens is if you decide to activate or pick up the item in the centre, whatever it is, whether it be a chest or an actual item on a podium, it will lock the door on you, and it spawns 3 waves of different monsters depending on which level you are on. Level obviously is shown in the bottom left hand corner of the screen. Those, I don't know what they're actually called, but the ones that I've already destroyed, as you can see, the boss I fought earlier, Larry Jr., now back to show in a normal room. Now what this is the fact that low level bosses can occasionally appear on higher level floors as normal creatures. The other thing you saw was a kind of variant of him. You don't see him as a boss, but they can appear as single segments, and they will split off and they are a pain in the ass. Now, we'll be smart with this, as this is an explosive shot. We can abuse his shooting and see if we can get him to pop open a room for us. Or this chest in the middle. Shoot. 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 Chest up, and there's a 4 bomb. 4 bomb being a bomb that will blow up instead of allowing you to pick it up. Some more money for me. Another chest. And this is a curse room, as you can probably tell by the spikes on the door. Some damage me walking into it. Ooh. Now, this is a very double-edged sword item. This item is called Dead Cat or Cat Gopu, either one. What this does is, as you can see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lives. Now I know a lot of you who play this will tell me not to, but I'm going to do this to show people what this item does. Yeah, pick it up. Parasite, I'll explain that in a second. It gives me... It sets my heart containers to 1. However, as you'll probably notice in the top right hand corner, it also sets gives me 9 lives. So normally where I die and that would be it, over. This one gives me 9 lives. Basically means I can die 8 times and I can still continue where I was, just back 1 room. Up. It's not working, is it? Okay, let's go. I'll just kill them now then. I was trying to get them to fire upon me so I could see if I could expose any secret rooms on either side. Yeah, the parasite item is an item that I'll explain once getting, but it is unlocked simply by... that's one reason why I hate the spiders. But the parasite is unlocked by getting 2 what's known as dead items. The dead items, one being the cat. Local scapular will recharge for me now. Yeah. What's my other dead item? My other dead item looks to be my brain, my cells brain, whatever. mean that. Death 1. However, as I said, with Kept Up here I'm allowed to retake this room. Come on, Scapula, you're not working. Yeah, this is the problem with enemies like this. What do the full heart damage? I die before my item activates. So effectively I do not get my second chance. Do not get a chance to cheat death, as it were. Now we'll go right towards the treasure room. Oh no, they've got loads of these mini greens. And one of them cheated. They got out. No, no, no. Both of them have got out now. What are they doing? There we go. Let's have a look what we get. Now this looks like the space bar item Doctor's Remote. We'll pick up in a second. Yep. Doctor's Remote. This is a very good item. And we shall show you what it I'll show you what it does in the boss room shortly. Sorry if I go quite much at all, but sometimes this game requires a little bit of concentration to avoid stuff like that. It's a very troll game. It doesn't like it when you can beat it. So sometimes you need to just run. Ooh, secret room unlocked for me. Thank you very much. Anyway, that was an example of the shots being back on the guy before I had to go on. Just 3 coins, but... Oh, another one. No, that's it now. Should we or should we save the key? Got 6 lives. Oh, nope, it's taken it. Never mind. Now, shameful I can't get that item in the middle, which is known as the habit. The habit being a very, very good item. When taking damage, it will recharge your spacebar item by 3, no matter what your item is. I think I'll buy the key, and I'll just walk out now. I've got 2 soul arts out of it, so it's not too bad. This is effectively a diagonal ladder. Here's the bit. You can see the floor there. That was my Doctor's Remote. It's basically a guided missile. I just have to focus on dodging whilst guiding the missile to my target. Now that's the way in. Let's use a couple of coins upon this before I blow it up, shall we? 2 free bombs? Well, I say free. Oh, fine. Seeing as I've got a coin out there, I'll do that. Let's go right. Whoa! And in the middle you'll see a new thing. It is basically a turret. I cannot damage it, etc. The only thing I can do is kill everything else in the room so it can go to sleep. The small rock that appeared in the basement, as it showed, is once destroyed so many rocks in total, it'll appear, and now I have a chance on destroying rocks to what was it? Get an item called Small Rock, and that increases my damage. Ouch. Now that red fire I was focusing on first for a reason and it didn't work because it still hit me, is because they actually can fire out at you. Yep. there's no way of changing what the item is. I'll get it anyway. Holy water, it's not the best of items. Let's try this case room. Ooh, I'll swap that. And then have one spare item if you hadn't already guessed. Yeah, the holy water is an item that when I take damage, it will drop the holy water as it is on the floor, and enemies walking over that will take damage. The item I swapped the Doctor's remote for is one that I'm quite fond of, called Guppy's Head, which spawns the flies as you just saw. Allowing me to have them go forth and attack a creature in the room that I'm currently in. Destroyed, yep. Also, if you've not noticed, there's 2 items now I've got with the word Guppy in it. Now, hopefully I'm not going to jinx it by saying this, but there is such thing as there's 2 more items available. One that shouldn't be, it's a bug that is available just yet. But yeah, those 2 items are available, allowing me to unlock and become Cat Guppy if possible. Now, if I could show you that, I would love that. It is one of my favourite things to get in this game. Very overpowered. But yeah, that's another thing I like about the head of Guppy, is it recharges once per room. As soon as I finish the room, I can use it. This is a boss called Fistula. And Fistula, as you'll notice, is, well, it's a small version of it. She's small orbs that float around, becoming smaller and smaller until it disappears and these maggots appear from her. But the maggots are fairly straightforward and easy to take care of. Once I see you, they'll charge at you. Have a look what's in here. Nope, not chest, don't want that. This I will show you, but I'm not going to use it. It's called a blood room. I simply walk over the spikes. I'll take a full heart of damage every time I walk over them by lowering myself to a random number of times of damage. I will get an item from it, or if I lower myself to half heart exactly, I will get a drop from it. Very often I will abuse that by, if I'm low on health, I'll go out of it. I'll use my Cat Guppy head. Nope. Yeah, the reason I died there, if you didn't notice, these things do a whole lot of damage to you. And I did have half a soul heart and a full normal heart, but there's a bug somewhere in the coding to say that when you get hit for the soul heart, it only does the soul heart. It doesn't do half soul heart, normal heart, which is what should happen, and then it should obviously give me the full soul heart back for being down. Right, this room's not working. There's nothing at the other side of it, so I'm going to go up. I think actually what I'm going to do is use my Q key and use this pill, which would bomb the keys, and actually try the shop. Oh no, not greed. Greed is a mini boss, as you might have heard me saying about mini greeds before. They're effectively miniature versions of the mini boss Greed, and as you can see, Greed steals your money. And left me dead. Yep, my money's still there. I lost life, so this could very well be the end of this playthrough and my first video. Oh, no, that didn't work. Hopefully it'll spawn shoot. Oh, that was very close. I shouldn't have got like that, but there we go. Now, hopefully I can find a heart to heal with, otherwise this game will be ending immediately. Go flies! Destroy! But yeah, all in all, it's a troll game, but it's a very fun game. I enjoy Isaac a lot. Shame for not being able to play much through just finishing a lot of work. Hopefully I'll be able to... I hope that's game over. Hopefully I'll be able to play a lot of these kind of videos and others. If you want to see specific games being played, leave comments if I can play them. And want to, I'll happily go through them. And yeah, that's it from me from my first video. This is Lanky Gamer signing out, and I hope to see you in future recordings. Bye guys.